Hey everyone, welcome back to the Airball Podcast, brought to you by House of Handles. So we obviously have the four of us here today. Kivan is back. Thank you to friends and family. We finally started marketing this podcast. So if you're watching this for the first time ever, our 12 subscribers, thank you very much for checking in. We had the finals of the Olympics finish today. Obviously, USA taking home the gold medal. But we're going to start by kind of reviewing the bronze game, the gold game. We're going to talk about our brackets and some of our picks. And then we're going to go into, again, some NBA trivia towards the end. So there's fun, like we had at the end of the last pod. If you did watch, there will be more fun to come. So starting off, gentlemen, obviously USA taking home the gold. I'm going to bring it to Kivan first. He missed out on last pod, so we're going to start him off fresh here. What are your thoughts, Kivan? USA taking home gold.
I loved every minute of that game. I think it was a very fitting way to cap off the Olympics for Team USA. Very poetic. And I think it's what everyone was sort of waiting for. Steph finally took over, owning the moment, 4 straight threes. I don't know. I was blown away. I can't say I saw this coming from Steph. I know David was a big Steph fan and believed in him. Early on, I didn't see Steph even fitting in really that well to the final 5 lineups. But man, it was one of the best games I've seen. Literally probably ever in the Olympics. That would be my takeaway for now. I've got a couple of thoughts more on the negative side, but I'm going to pass it on to Daniel.
Yeah. Look, I think to our loyal viewers, I had France coming up on top. I was, again, like I said, I'll quote myself, they are one good shooting game away from winning gold and one bad USA shooting game from having, even just a try, like a slither of hope. Safe to say, they did not have a good shooting game and US did not have a bad shooting day either. I'm not, like I said, last pod, it was just me playing devil's advocate by saying France would win. It was close in the first quarter, but I feel like after the first, everyone kind of knew that they weren't coming back. And interesting Gobert minutes. I do want to bring that up. Out of the starting lineup, limited minutes, it makes you kind of question his ability to even contribute on a bad team. There was always discourse surrounding his role in the NBA. I feel like this definitely impacts his legacy as a French national player. And going forward in NBA is he still can't even fit on a team built for him. So
Gobert is an interesting player. I think he has a knack for digging the hole deeper of hate around him. Yeah. He obviously started losing out on minutes, and I think that was the right choice by France, especially watching them play minutes with Wemby and Gobert at the same time. I think it does work better in the NBA because I personally like Cat and Gobert minutes. I think the stats are okay with it as well. This, from a visual standpoint, was noticeably worse than that. I can understand why people wouldn't like Cat and Gobert together. Look, you can go in either camp, but I think most people would say Gobert and Wemby was not working for France.
Did not.
Or even just the general construction of the team, because the team, they're missing a few pieces that are coming. The French pipeline is very strong. It's coming. And Nando De Colo will be off the team soon. Can't wait. But Gobert, he's digging that hole because he comes on the court today and he's snappy and doing dirty things, and people already hate him. Instagram hates him.
Joel Embiid.
That was great. That was.
And Kivan rightly put that Draymond came in to kind of give him.
Hey, not the biggest Draymond fan, but man, he lived up to what he said. He said he was going to be behind the bench. He said he was going to wear his gold medal, and he said he was going to give Rudy shit. And from the look of everything, he probably did all of those things. We didn't see it on video, but I think, look, just touching on Rudy, I think some of, a lot of it is warranted.
Mm-hmm.
I initially thought, I think I messaged in the group chat, originally the Wemby Rudy pick and roll stuff looked pretty scary.
It did actually, yeah.
The only difference between the Cat reference there is that Cat never runs a pick and roll with Rudy. Cat's floor spacing,
Yeah.
right? Whereas Wemby was running stuff and they don't have shooters.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rudy does bring that on himself. Like, he does himself no favors.
No.
And just to add to that as well, you could see the US players like actively targeting Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Like, I think he came on the court, and I think one of the first baskets, or like one of the first things they did was, and got a switch on him, just did a pull up three, canned it right on him. So yeah, like, he's even exploitable in an international game. So it really does speak, in a smaller
court does not help.
So I'm interested to see where that, continues, how that continues, or how his minutes develop in the next Olympics, which I think he's still going to be young enough for.
Yeah,
he'll play.
He'll play. He'll be old,
He'll
but I think he'll play.
The team will need veterans.
I think
for sure.
Also, like, seeing France, like, you kind of really realize how well Minnesota has been constructed to cover up his inability to play on the perimeter on defense.
Yeah,
Like, all those long wing defenders of Minnesota, really, good cushion for Gobert to sit on.
Yeah,
I mean, France could use an Anthony Edwards.
They could use that.
Yeah.
I was just telling David that one Jordan Clarkson away from getting killed. Yeah.
A shot creator, like
shot
something
creator,
to,
But they're an
take pressure off
upgrade.
Wemby.
They're upgraded Frank Ntilikina away.
Yeah, Frank Ntilikina is a problem.
Bring back Killian Hayes. Come on.
But look, coming back to, I guess, the greatness of the USA. Look, we had been waiting on our sweet Pookie King and Stephen Curry to finally catch fire. I know David spoken into existence in our last pod.
That's right.
Look, David, any thoughts? Let's start with just talking about Curry quickly.
Yeah.
What did you think of his performances in the semi and today?
Yeah, I think, and like I said, it was bound to happen. And I think I know there's like a lot of rhetoric around him, like not being clutch and things like that, but Curry he's a killer, man. And I think people are like, the team has actively tried to find him. I saw in the fourth quarter of the France game, Devin Booker was actively trying to find Curry, and that definitely led to him being more comfortable and shooting his shots. But look, like, that guy's just magical. The shots he was hitting in France and Serbia from way outside, like, it's just like amazing to see, considering he never lost confidence in himself. You could see in his interviews, he was always confident he was going to play well, that the shots were going to come. Even Steve Kerr had confidence. And I'm just glad that he was able to bring this home and make his mark on the Olympics, considering he's waited so long in his career to finally play in one. So, happy to see. Love the fact that the team celebrated with him and everyone's happy. And, US brought home gold because of it.
Absolutely.
Glad he's getting his flowers.
Did you believe in all 4 threes? Or
I
any
didn't.
of them like, no, he made it.
I have seen him do that, like, especially the right-handed step back.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen, but when he shot that, I was just kind of like, was that the shot?
Yeah.
But he made it, and I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah,
I remember who was shooting,
Yeah, I thought that would be the perfect segue to sort of talk about the US's star power, because I think what I saw from Steph is him hitting his shots and creating gravity and essentially bringing double teams to himself meant that death 5 of the US could really just pummel down on the weaknesses of other teams and having to rotate to Steph. I really wanted to talk about their death 5 because in the semifinal, especially with, backs against the wall, I think Steve Kerr really needed to go to a lineup that he could trust. And this is when we really saw that. I don't think in any other game, Steve Kerr got pressed enough to be like, all right, I need to put my 5 best on the floor. But he finally gave the chance for his 4 MVPs and Devin Booker to go out on the court and do what they needed to do and take care of business. And I thought that the fourth quarter in the semifinal against Serbia, you saw them with their backs against the wall, down 11 or 13 coming into the fourth quarter. And you could see faces looked unsure. And as a fan, I was thinking, if, we go back and forth with baskets here and we get to 5 minutes left and this gap is still here, like let's start sweating. Like, it's kind of over, So there was definitely a chance for Serbia to park the bus, and they obviously had a couple of bad possessions, and it was down to USA's defense. What I wanted to say is that 4 MVPs, plus if you count Jokic on the other side of the court, you had 5 MVPs on the basketball court. That was the best quarter in the Olympics. It was awesome to watch the big names buckle down, and when you needed a basket, they got you baskets. KD, ISOs, Steph hitting threes, Devin Booker hitting a big 3. You just watching the momentum swing and USA making the most of it, and Serbia, a team that just didn't have the star power to fit those shoes, those kinds of shoes, in those big moments.
Yeah.
It really showed. I think, like, as a basketball fan, like, in that moment, I felt so spoiled when that game finished and I saw USA there, not even being from the US. I just felt like all these names I've adored my entire childhood just came and put that together, that win together. I felt spoiled.
I think for me,
yeah.
it was that 11-0 swing in the last 2 minutes. That
Yeah.
was just incredible. It was like, I think it was a Curry 3, LeBron fast break, Curry fast break, and then like a
KD.
KD like
Yeah.
ISO or something, right? It was incredible. Like all of like the best traits, just all in 2 minutes. You got to see it. It's a legacy 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I do want to bring up like D Book.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Do you see his averages throughout the Olympics?
Yeah.
56% from 30, plus 78, plus minus.
Plus
Right.
78 is crazy.
It's
And
crazy on a
great
team like
number,
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he was so good.
He was pivotal, and I think he stamped his claim as being one of the best shooting guards in the NBA. I think
Mhm.
he was incredible. Like
He put effort on both sides.
his offensive efficiency is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, anyway,
You have to give him credit though. He accepted a role, which
Yeah.
a lot of guys on the USA team still didn't.
Yeah.
Which we'll touch on. But yeah, he accepted his role to a T.
absolutely. Moving on. One controversial thing that happened that we actually spoke about on the
Yeah.
last pod. History repeated itself.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum with the DNP in the semifinal. It was controversial. We obviously felt like he deserved to play even in that first game. Kivan, you weren't here to partake in that conversation. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I don't agree that he deserved to play. I understand he's got the resume. I just don't think he's a fit. And it's nothing to discredit him. It's nothing to make him feel worse or whatever. But he is not good enough to play on this team. They've given the keys to the car to Bron, KD. Two guys that play his position and two guys that are going to play, low 30s, high 20s in the minutes frame. It's only 40 minutes in those positions that you can play. I think it's unfortunate for him. I think he's actually done really well to handle it. He hasn't come out and done anything stupid or said anything
Yeah.
stupid.
Didn't do a Kaminga.
He didn't.
do it.
No. He even celebrated today with like a bit more grace, like he wasn't, doing his Kobe murals and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like he's copping a lot, and I know a lot of memes, so many memes after the game about him, but it's deserving. I think he just doesn't fit. He could be the face of this team come 2028.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just oh my gosh, I completely forgot my train of thought. I lost it.
It's
But,
okay.
With a team like this,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where there has to be odd ones.
There's
out.
going to be an odd
Yes.
one.
There's
Yeah.
going to be odd ones out. Like Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his medal, but he didn't play any.
I love his.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did you get the quote?
Yeah.
Caption?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
so
see
funny.
it. I did not see it.
It was like when you got an A in a group project where you did.
Yeah.
they
Do you ever that any work all
Yeah.
thing? Got an A on the group project.
I love it. But he knows. Like,
Yeah.
and I think, yes, big egos in the room, but I think players have to realize that,
And I think one more thing I want to add is like the media probably should realize it as well. Like these coaches, it's not just Steve Kerr making the decision. There's like Eric Spoelstra, there's Tyronn Lue, like there's all these very renowned coaches that are making these rotation decisions. And they obviously saw something because both of his DNPs were against Serbia,
Mhm.
and maybe it's a physicality or something, but these decisions aren't made lightly.
Mhm.
And like to Kavan's point, he probably doesn't fit in well with what they're trying to do in the game plan against Serbia. So, again, not a knock on him and his ability, but I think it's just an issue with fit and just an issue of overcrowded in his position in the roster.
What I wanted to say just now was that, like, why would you get minutes over like LeBron, his higher IQ than you, runs the fast break better, runs the offense better, point guard, small forward on the court, why would you get minutes over KD, who is elite, legendary Hall of Famer, isolation player? Like you can't compete against those guys and expect to get more minutes than them.
Mhm.
And I think another issue you saw with Jason Tatum was that he wasn't able to really fully accept a role.
Mhm.
Like he wasn't thriving as a spot up shooter. He wasn't really thriving as a defender. Like he had defensive defensive lapses and his own lapses on ball. And again, he's not as quick as LeBron on the fast break. He makes mistakes, and with the team that was already making a lot of mistakes, Like, I'm sure, like David said, Spoelstra, Tyronn Lue, Steve Kerr must have seen that in heart, like, had some foresight to realize that would make it even harder for them to win. You know?
Personally, I think that was a blessing in disguise for him. And I think it's a good time to segue on to the next point. The 2028 USA roster, I think like him and Halliburton having sat there, absorbed everything, the way that LeBron, KD, Curry conducted themselves, ran this team from top to bottom. They will take all that in.
Mhm.
They will be the guys that set the benchmark come 2028. Right?
A plus internship.
100%. Like,
yeah.
these guys are going to absorb all that and just put it in. I think it'll come full circle for Tatum. Come 4 years' time, he might have another championship. He might be the guy.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah,
It'll come.
absolutely. I'm looking forward to that 2028 roster. There's going to be some names that will need to step up. Obviously, that we've seen in the USA ring before, but didn't. Obviously, this is a stacked team, and you had all the stars coming back. But one player that I want to see, and I frankly would probably see over Tyrese Halliburton is Jalen Brunson. Like I would personally want him as my floor general coming in and starting lineup. But I guess what are your thoughts? Anyone else to add?
I think he'd be amazing in just the FIBA, like these Olympic FIBA rules of how aggressive he is, how he can take physicality. I think he'd be better for that.
I don't know. Like I massive Brunson fan, but trialed that already.
Yeah.
I thought he was better than Hallie during the FIBA.
Me too, but I don't think he was the better fit for the team because again, very guard centric game. It's all around him. It's to his pace. Yeah. Whereas I honestly believe like Steph is phenomenal, right? But if Steph was 20% less the player he is, Halliburton's a better fit. It's the ball move. If there's no LeBron on this team, because LeBron was the point guard this year, that is the kind of guy I think there's a reason why Halliburton was there. Yeah. He's going to be the ball mover. He's going to be great come 2028. Yeah. I think the guy that I would like to see and how he goes is Jaylen Brown when he gets brought in. Because I think he's going to be there. Right. He should have been there this time.
Yeah.
So I see 5 locks, do you reckon, from this current team to 2028?
Yeah, definitely.
Bam,
Ant, Tatum, Tyrese. Yeah.
And Booker,
yes.
That's the 5 that I see. I don't know. I don't know what Embiid does.
Derek White? I don't actually know how old Derek White is.
He's up there.
Yeah.
He looks older with a shaped head.
Yeah. I don't think. Look, I don't think.
I think it is. I think he's like at least. I think he's 29. I'm not gonna lie. 30. He's 30. Yeah. Okay. He's around.
4 years is not going to do him any favors. I don't think. Same with Drew. Same with Embiid is a big question mark.
Drew's done for sure. Yeah. Drew's old.
Well, Drew. Embiid made a comment about playing for Cameroon the next one, so we never know.
Well, Drew's 34, so I can see Derek White being Drew's age and still being.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't lock him in. Yeah.
There's your 5 lock-ins, which means like. You got to understand, there's some big names coming up through as well.
There's also Jaren Jackson that's probably going to be locked in. Coming.
Just don't underplay center though. Please.
There's also John Morant who could be locked in. I think
Glock Morant.
My issue with Jalen Brunson in FIBA is, like Kavan said, it's very guard centric in New York, right? I don't know how that's going to work against FIBA against a Jokic, against a Luka, against like big guys coming in. Like we got Olivia Ryukes in 2024, 7'6" center in college. Got Zach Edey, 7'4" center in college. Like these guys are huge people who might make it hard for someone as small as Jalen Brunson, 6'1", point guard. To really come through.
I definitely agree. The one thing I'll say, and maybe why I'm so high on Jalen Brunson, is just specifically the decision making in hard moments. Like I like Tyrese, and I think in 3 quarters he's a better passer. But I just like Jalen's head in a 4th quarter, which is why, like, as a player to steady the ship, which I think you needed, like LeBron, your playmaker on Team USA as a ship steadier. That's the kind of head that I would want as your floor general on the court. Whereas Tyrese, amazing player and makes his team better, floor raiser. He's not a ship steadier, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, but I would say the 3 big names are going to be on that roster. That's going to be Tatum, Book, and Ant, probably. So that's where the ball's going to be. It's just how this year, like Bron, KD, Curry, there's going to be 3 names where the ball's going to be in their hands. I don't see Brunson breaking into that mold of top 3 guys. And if you're not in the top 3, look, let's be real, the ball's not going to be in your hands.
Yeah.
All right? I just see the growth of those three guys being like Book is going to be a big player come 2028.
Yeah.
He might still be in the same role, but like he is going to be there.
But he might be more on ball. Like he's going to be on ball for the next 2 years, 3 years in Phoenix anyway. That's not changing.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Would you guys pick Jalen Brunson over John Morant for the Olympics?
Absolutely. Hands down.
Really?
John Morant?
No, I'm picking Jalen Brunson every day of the week.
Yeah.
Wait,
Did you guys watch the playoffs?
No, I
Wait, can we do
Like-
a cut, sign, and bench? Oh, cut, start, and bench real quick.
All right, good.
Can we do Jalen Brunson, LaMelo Ball, John Morant?
Oh, cut LaMelo.
Cut
I'm
LaMelo.
cutting
Let's
LaMelo.
go.
Sure.
LaMelo's
He's
gone.
getting cut.
LaMelo's not even in the stratosphere. He's
Yeah.
going to be injured on riding his go-kart.
You
somewhere.
wouldn't bring LaMelo into the team if you already had Tyrese.
You wouldn't bring LaMelo into the team at all with that culture.
Yeah.
Like it's not for
He
winning.
hasn't
We,
improved.
we don't know what he's going to look like in 4 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has a talent, but
If his ankles
Yeah.
can hold up for 4
Yeah.
years, I don't know.
So then start a bench.
Oof.
Oh.
I'm going to let you guys go because I think I'll be the tiebreaker.
I've already talked about.
Yeah,
You
so
guys
you're,
know.
you're
where I stand.
Jalen and you're
Yes.
Ja, correct?
I would start Jalen.
Interesting.
I
You'll
would start Jalen.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would start Jalen.
I'm the biggest Jalen fan. I love the Knicks. I love Jalen.
Yeah.
But just, I don't think you're the explosion that is Ja Morant, right? Like, we've had a bad year of Ja,
Yeah.
right? And we've had a great year of Jalen.
Yes.
I think 12 months ago, if we asked this question, they're like, Ja Morant, Jalen's not even the same stratosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this year we'll see both of them going at it. I still think Ja. That athleticism, you cannot discount.
Yeah.
In the Olympics with other talented guys, like,
Yes.
he's so fast. Like, he is.
You can't tell me he's not the perfect bench popper.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the thing. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
can you imagine a starting lineup with no one, like no floor generals?
There's no
You're
one
going
to
to have
spread
Anthony
stuff
Edwards,
around.
Devin Booker, and
Halliburton.
John Morant on the court at the same time.
Halliburton was on this team for a reason. How bad do you reckon Halliburton has to be in the next 3 years to not be reselected? Like this,
Oh no,
he's a
I'm
guaranteed 12
saying
or
he's reselected. But
Yeah.
I just think that
To start.
Okay, but the question is, would you start John Morant or Jalen Brunson?
If that's the question, I would still, I'd still go Ja, to be
You'd
honest.
still go Ja?
I'd still go Ja. Because I don't think the point guard in this situation is going to have the ball because neither of those guys is going to be a perfect fit for this team. But I think Hallie is the perfect starter, and I think Ja comes in as the backup or the combo guard.
I think for me, like, I would pick Ja as well because the pressure he puts on the rim
Yeah.
against like any person he's guarding him is huge. Surrounded by a bunch of shooters, Tatum, Booker, and Jaren Jackson spacing the floor.
Speed.
It's huge. Speed. He can still pass really, really well. Like he's had games of 13 plus assists, 14 assists. He's not a bad passer. And also, he is great at reading when he has space to shoot it. And shoot at 3-point line, who knows how that would help him. So I would take Ja over Brunson and LaMelo, but I'm not gonna lie, I would get LaMelo on the bench.
So you cut Brunson?
No, he has more length than Brunson to play defense. Better passer, he can shoot it.
I'm not going to address that. He ain't going to be no.
4 years.
No.
4 years.
In 4 years'
No.
time.
No. I had him in fantasy. I'm not dealing with that. No.
Okay.
We've gone on a massive aside.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
sort of say, okay, fair enough. We have our opinions. Let's agree to
Oh,
disagree
just-
in certain
Just
ways.
quickly, two other guys that I think will be on this roster, no doubt, and suits that style. Cooper Flag and Chet Holmgren are
Ooh,
going to be in this team.
very
Yeah.
true.
True.
We're going small bigs and we're running.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Those two will be
Might be seven.
They'll be critical for
Yes.
that team.
Yes.
They are
Yeah.
massive picks. All right.
Guaranteed.
Moving on, just quickly, we obviously, when we talked about our brackets in the last pod, I was a Germany fanboy. In fact,
I was sold. I bought stocks. I bought German stocks.
I saw them a pump and dump.
Yeah.
Literally a pump and dump.
Oh,
Germany, I was incredibly high on. I thought they were the other standout team apart from Canada, who we'll talk about in a bit as well, and the US. They come into the game against who did Germany lose to in the quarterfinal?
Greece.
No, sorry, they beat Greece.
They beat Greece. They lost to
Who-
Serbia.
They lost to
No,
France.
no, no.
They lost to
France.
They lost to
No,
France.
what am I- Yeah.
They lost to France in the semi, and then they
Yeah.
went into the
Yeah.
the bronze medal game against Serbia. It sucks because I think Dennis Schroeder played well, and Dennis Schroeder is the core for that team. He is the guy who runs their offense. He as a pick and roll ball handler, the best in the Olympics, was absolutely amazing. He had a good game on the box score, but I think he was missing from really putting the game together in both that semi-final and the bronze medal game. It's sad. It's sad because I had a lot of faith in Germany and foolishly even said they have so much chemistry that they can't have a bad game. But oh wow, how
you
did that
had
happen? But props to Serbia. I think they played really well in the last two games that they played. Obviously against the US, had them against the fence
On the ropes.
On the ropes.
On the ropes.
Yeah, fellas, any thoughts on the Germans, the Serbians?
I think one point I do like to bring up was the fact that none of us had Serbia picked out, which is now in hindsight, it's like, man, we had like that guy's the best player in the world, Jokic on the team, and we
3-time MVP.
Yeah. What I do want to say is, again, flowers to Serbia, flowers to Jokic. He is phenomenal. That guy. I was telling Daniel when we were watching the game is when a game's close, like you don't want to go up against Nikola Jokic. That guy can makes the right decisions, like always makes the right decision. And he can have the most ridiculous, like fadeaway little touch and just can the shot. But yeah, I think Serbia played an amazing game. They're extremely physical and they just play so well together. I think Kavan had a point before as well. Like they have great chemistry together. They have faith in each other. When they were celebrating on the podium, they were just jumping on each other. They were having a good time.
So much fun.
Yeah, having so much fun. And I think as basketball players, we all know when you have a team like that, you guys can kind of go through anything. You guys, whatever the game is looking like, you guys can play well and come together for that. And you know, I think Daniel as well. We were watching, and I'm sure everyone saw Bogdan Bogdanovic. Absolutely killer. Absolute killer. Anyone had thoughts on that?
I just want to touch on Bogdan. It wasn't a shot at Melo.
Yeah,
it wasn't a shot at Melo.
Yeah.
To clarify, he was supporting Melo.
By doing the
US, the US took it as a shot. I just want to clarify that because I loved all the post-game like interactions. Melo was courtside to every Olympic game.
Yeah.
Like he was right there at all of them. They all come dab him up at the end of each game. Like
Olympic Melo never dies.
I love it.
No, dude, I didn't realize how incredible Melo's Olympic resume was.
Yeah,
He's killer.
He saved them. He saved them in
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
His age.
Set the record
insane.
for threes as well in one game.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
11.
probably.
Just quickly on Melo, post USA game today. There's obviously royalty row for the US. Like first row is literally it was Melo, it was Dirk, it was Scottie Pippen, and a bunch of A-list celebrities.
Bird,
right?
AJ Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting dunned up. Everyone's going to Melo before they go to Scotty or Dirk or any of these like genuine Hall of Famers. And I loved every second. Scotty didn't even get dabbed up by half the people that came up. They couldn't even tell. Like it was just Melo, his son. Oh, hey, Scotty's back there too. Like, it was so good. I love that.
Nice.
Yeah, Bogdanovic was amazing.
Yes.
I love Serbia. They were a great team. It's crazy that we did overlook them.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to point out really quick about Serbia though. So I was away for the weekend with a bunch of people who are non-basketball fans.
Yep.
And we were watching the bronze medal game. I had to watch the replay. I had it up and I told them, hey, that guy, number 15 on Serbia, that's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
And people were like, what? Being like, what, dude? But even just, so the thing that really shocked me is he isn't flashy. Like
No.
he, like when he's getting down to it and making the right play, it's not flashy. Like he doesn't look like he's the best player in the world. I think there's a lot more wow factor from a lot of other players, but he's just so damn reliable. Like as you guys alluded to, like you want to win games, Jokic.
I think
Jokic is your man.
another thing I want to bring up is we talk about Steph Curry in terms of gravity, but dude, we got to think about Jokic. The reverse of what happens with Curry, where everyone goes up to the 3-point line. When Jokic is in the post, everyone's doubling, tripling. And that's why Bogdanovic plays so well. Like a good shooter who gets space is going to be a great shooter, you know? And that is the beauty of playing with Jokic. Like, as you see the guys like Milicic, bench warmers in the NBA, become like all-stars in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like that is the beauty of playing with Jokic. And that's the beauty of playing with a guy who is, you know, a thick boy. Like you see his post Olympic pictures. bro, he does not look like an NBA player.
No.
He doesn't even look like an athlete.
Yeah.
Looks like a middle-aged dad who drinks beer 24/7.
I love the way he runs down the court. His motion style is hilarious. He just does this. He just waddles down. Like he scores like, the clutch basket. He just waddles down, plays defense, does it again. Next time down. Oh man.
The one thing critical I want to say about Jokic before we quickly move on, he doesn't seem like he's hitting threes the same way that he did in the finals run.
Yeah.
He took there was a few open threes that I saw him take that I'm like, this is money. Like this
Yeah.
like when we watched him against the Lakers in the conference finals and then even against the Heat, like you leave him open for a three or even he's hitting contested threes because obviously his release point is so high. He was splash. Splash.
Theory.
Mm.
Theory. Everyone works on the three.
Mhm.
The spot that everyone works on the least is one step in from the 3-point line. The FIBA line is one step in from the 3-point line.
That's true.
But even towards the tail end of the NBA season, I don't know if you guys went the same. Like it was the same thing. Like his three ball was not as good.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I didn't
It wasn't.
notice
It actually
that.
dropped
But-
off towards the end of the season.
But even though that dropped off, his free throw shooting is phenomenal.
Yeah.
For a big
Yeah.
7 foot, the amount he gets to the line, he is so accurate from the free throw line. It's
I
ridiculous.
also want to bring this up. Like, I don't understand his shooting form. We have a friend, Kevin Zhu. If you're watching this, shout out to you.
Shout out Kevin.
He shoots exactly like Jokic. I'm sorry, Kevin, but you can't make a shot. And I don't know how Jokic's one works and yours doesn't.
Beautiful.
But let's move on. Let's review our Olympic brackets.
Yes.
Let's.
I do want to skimp on this a bit because we touched on basically every team here except for Canada. Look, look, Germany obviously disappointed. Me and David both had Germany coming in for the silver medal. Daniel touched on having France as his pick for gold, just to be different. Because if he was right, it would have been really cool.
Feeling good.
Go down.
And there was a
That's
chance
smart.
of it happening, but obviously things worked out differently. We've touched on all of that, but Canada is the one team that we thought, they were a
Yes.
superpower. They went undefeated in their group.
Group of death too.
Yeah.
That was the toughest group.
How should we open this, Kivan? Would you like to open with Canada?
Yeah, I'm going to circle back around because you're going to say a name of someone and I need to come in and cut that guy. Look, Canada was unfortunately a big man away. That's, I think, how everyone saw it. They had great perimeter defense. They had Shea, who did his job every single round.
Yeah.
They just felt a couple of guys short. Obviously, the guy that has to be talked about is Jamal Murray, who, this will obviously extend into the NBA season where there is a bit of concern with the way he's playing.
Yeah.
I feel like Denver's in a lot of trouble if this is Jamal Murray that shows up during the season because it wasn't like he was, heavily guarded, getting doubled, tough shots. Like he's getting action off everyone else and he still couldn't make shots. He looks a step slow.
Yeah.
It feels like the ramifications of all the injuries or the two big injuries are coming up now and he's kind of feeling the toll of it. I don't know. I hope he bounces back, but I think he was obviously the biggest culprit. Obviously, Dylan Brooks also had a garbage game.
Dookie game. Oh,
Garbage game, but that's what I expect from Dylan Brooks. Either knocks someone out or knocks himself out, right? So, Canada's one big away. I'll throw it back to whoever wants to name the big. And
So I want to bring up.
You wanna do it?
Jamal? No, I don't want to bring up the bigs.
Oh, okay.
Jamal Murray made the shots harder for himself too.
Yeah.
Have you noticed it? Like
Yeah.
he'll be open, take his dribble in, and take a step back out, and just the defender's already there. And he just made it hard for himself. And
it's a bad shot if there's no one in a Lakers jersey in front of it.
yeah, it's very interesting, very interesting. But yeah, anyone want to bring up the big?
Yeah, look, sorry, just quickly on that, just to touch on that. It's like you said, he takes difficult shots in the NBA, but when he's a step slower, those shots get way more difficult and he gets way less open.
Yeah.
The lack of speed and his ability to beat anyone off
To
the
the
dribble.
basket. Yep.
It is concerning. I hope he's in an ice bath in Cabo somewhere, but
Resting up.
resting up.
Resting
We
up.
want to see him back to full health.
Yeah. So who do you think? Kavan, who do you think the big,
Who do you think that could save Canada?
Captain Canuck? I
Captain
think it's
Canuck?
Zach Edey. Zach Edey is the man. He is the savior for Canada. He will be the missing piece and making the big rotation perfect, immaculate.
I want Zach Edey. You heard it here first. Max Kellerman. Give me Zach Edey.
That's like the US asking for Greg Oden to come now.
No, I think it's a really important point to bring up though, because David did bring up last week that Team Canada does not have a good enough big rotation.
Yeah.
And like Zach
Yeah.
Edey is that big, oversized big that's going to help kind of overcompensate for the lack of size.
Yeah.
You know, like
Bam has no chance. Bam's got no chance.
AD has no
got
chance. Like they're not going to move the guy. That guy is
Look,
huge.
I'm not gonna look. All jokes aside, I am not gonna gas up Zach Edey
Ah.
too much
Mm,
just
right.
yet. I
He has
think
to make it 4
I
years
think he's
first.
great for the Memphis Grizzlies. I think he'll be great for Canada. Let's wait and see.
another big I want to bring up because like I doubt that Powell will be playing
Dwight Powell should not be on.
Yeah, I doubt he'll be playing
no shot.
Yeah.
next Olympics.
Mhm.
But a new prospect coming up is Olivier Rieux,
Mhm.
7'6", like high school player, 18 years old, just started his training with the Gators.
Mhm.
He's gonna be huge. He's Canadian as well, and like gonna be a big team in 4 years.
Mm.
Big team with better Shea, but hopefully better Jamal. Worse Dylan Brooks, probably.
Mhm.
You know, maybe better RJ. A whole bunch of new prospects coming in. Like,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Okay.
Interesting Canada
A
roster.
lot of hope for Canada.
Yeah, a lot of hope for Canada.
None of
Yeah.
those guys are going to get better.
I think a good point to note there is that as we clearly get bigger, and we're bringing up, needing that size in Team USA in 2028, looking forward to France's roster in 2028, that is looking like a massive team. So we have Zachary Reseche, 6'10" right now. He's only 18,
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Odds are he might grow a little taller, 6'11" maybe by the time it hits 2028. We have Alex Sarr. If he ever pans out in the NBA, he will be an amazing 7'1", 7'2" prospect.
Mhm.
And of course, you have Wemby and Rudy Gobert still on the team. So I think the importance of size, especially with FIBA's rules of defensive 3 seconds and a key not being there, I think every team will be trying to add.
Throw in Koulibaly as well. Like he
Yeah,
played
true.
a little bit like in this year, but I think 4 years of development for him would also be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also just think from the French point of view, like playing behind Wemby when he's got a few years under his belt,
Mm,
the confidence must be insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be 10% better of a player just stepping on the court with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's talking about gravity inside the paint. That's Wemby.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, especially on the defensive side, it's like repels everyone from wanting to come in.
Yeah.
It's you've never seen it in such a long time. Like
Mm.
there hasn't been a rim protector like that. Even with Gobert winning DPOY, he didn't have that kind of gravity.
Yeah.
No one wanted to go against Wemby. No one wanted to be put on the highlight reel.
It's weird when Wemby doesn't block the shot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you just fully expect him to block everything.
Curry got a shot against
Yes.
him.
Did you see
Yeah.
that? That was a awesome picture.
Yeah.
We'll put it up on the
The-
Sunday. We'll put it up.
The corner three.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
three,
yeah,
that
yeah,
shot. Yeah.
Just missed it. Like
Yeah.
Crazy.
Just to finish up. Oh,
I was
this
going to
was
just throw in, it's way too soon,
Mhm.
but gold, silver, bronze, 2028.
Oh, that is hella soon.
Yeah.
Hella soon. I mean,
We can clip it.
until the USA can prove me wrong, I have to say
US
I have
gold?
to pick the US
Yeah.
for gold. France is getting better, so it would be foolish to say otherwise.
Yeah.
They would
Yeah.
get silver.
Yeah.
Bronze, Germany.
this guy with his Germany's
Let me make the argument for Germany. Germany is. Look, I think Schroeder will probably be.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't had time to think about this question.
No, that's
Okay. It's either Canada or Germany.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys.
This team.
Australia as well.
That's
Let's not sleep on Australia.
Oh, that's
South
Slovenia.
Sudan?
Slovenia as well. Luka's going to be in his
Yeah.
true prime at that point.
Yeah,
He's gonna
exactly.
be like,
You might
Serbia
be
might
fit
have some
that
good
year.
guys.
he might be fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, my picks.
I don't know. I can't say for bronze.
I'm gonna go with France for gold.
Yeah.
Canada for silver.
Yeah.
And USA for bronze.
Damn it. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty much the same as now. I'm gonna go US,
Yeah.
France, and I want to say Canada for bronze, because I just can't imagine Canada ever beating that jumbo size roster that France will put out. Like, there's no way. Considering Canada's like
Zach Edey though.
Zach Edey's the savior. Yeah, prove me wrong. I would love to see that.
I'll go.
I'm curious you two. Like, yeah, break it down.
Look,
I can understand.
I'll change it up a little bit. I'll go gold with silver. Sorry, I'll go US with silver.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be someone crazy that comes through. It's probably going to be France, gold.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in Greece as bronze.
Greece has bronze.
Greece has bronze.
Who is calling in Greece? And Giannis?
Yeah, don't sleep on Giannis.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep on Giannis.
He's going to be 33.
Yeah.
He's going to be 33.
Oh, is he going to be 33?
Yeah.
Yeah, with still no jump shot.
Still in
No,
his
And the
prime.
athleticism will take a step back.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe
You're wrong, all right?
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
You're banking on Zach Edey.
Oh, he's got like
I'm
two
right.
brothers.
He's got Alex and
He's got two brothers,
you know.
yeah.
The Narcissus
Yeah,
Achilles
the
will be just
Narcissus-
fine.
Right, they were missing the Narcissus this year.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, please comment.
I'm trying to go different to his, but yeah, I agree with yours a lot.
Yeah, fair.
Let's talk here. You know, break it down. I can understand, but
I
I want to
just-
hear. I want to hear some.
Okay, the main thing for me with USA going bronze is they don't have bigs that can compete with France. They don't have bigs that can compete with Canada. That's my opinion.
Yep.
Right. So that's my issue. And the lockdown defenders coming into France are great. Like they're good length. You know, they're gonna have better floor spaces, gonna have better shot creators, and the absence of leadership, like from LeBron and Curry, huge.
Mhm.
Like leadership is like almost like adds 20% to your winning ability. You know,
Mhm.
and we've never really seen anyone in that future 2028 roster who can lead
Mm.
quite like them. Closest might be Jalen Brunson.
I was just about to say.
Closest might be
something.
Jalen Brunson,
Yeah.
but that's if he's still good at that point.
Yeah.
You know, if he's going to be
He
picked
better.
on the roster.
New York need to pay him at that point.
Yeah.
That's when he's getting his
Who did I say
Pay,
was
but anyway.
Silva? Canada.
Canada.
Silva. Like, again, I feel like Shea is one of the best isolation players in the whole NBA. You have guys like Dylan Brooks who might throw around his body, injure someone on the USA team. You have Jamal Murray, who's hopefully better by then.
Mm.
Maybe he will take a season off with like, you know, a bunch of load management games, get himself right. Again, you got guys like Olivier Ryukes, Zach Edey, Lou Dort. Oh my God, I forgot about Lou Dort. Right? Like, there are a lot of guys that are coming up and unknown prospects who can be surprising in the league. So, who knows? Maybe Scotty Barnes will even get a Canadian citizenship and play. But yeah, that's why I'm quite confident in
Oh my
my
God.
I'll just say quickly to revert on that. Just, I don't think the bigs are going to be an issue. Like,
Yeah.
I still think Bam's going to be there. You'll have Chet. You'll have probably Cooper Flag. I don't know what AD's situation is. He's probably going to be gone by then. But I don't think that's the issue. I just think, like, if you looked at all the teams, right, from Dream Team to Redeem Team to now they call the Avengers,
That's true.
they always need the closer, the veteran closer.
Mhm.
Kobe did it last time,
Yeah.
right? And I just don't see who that guy is on the 2028 roster,
Mm.
right? I don't know who because if you're given the keys to Book, Tatum, you'd assume, and Ant, they're relatively going to be young and not. It's a lot on Tatum. Like, if
Yeah,
that's the
like,
guy.
I think it's like a transition year for them. It's going
That's
to be
what
a
I mean,
transition
Yeah,
year.
and you
where-
don't have the closers in the big games, and that's where I see them slipping.
Yeah.
We just talked about Book. I really think Book is going to be the guy who
That's
picks
the
up.
guy, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know, He was on there with the MVP lineup because
He's there.
the offensive efficiency and the ability to get a bucket. Ant is going to do some maturing. He's obviously already amazing for what he's doing with Minnesota, and
Yeah.
he clearly needed to do just a bit of maturing here in the Olympics. I think he's going to be a player that come 4 years time, like you can trust.
Yeah, but again, I agree. It just like if you looked at the Redeem Team, for example, right?
Mm.
You still had prime LeBron, you had Wade, you had these young guys that were standout guys, but the guy that closed was Kobe.
Kobe.
You know?
And if all else fails, Melo, you know.
But it was Kobe. Like you just don't have that guy. I don't know who it's going to be, and that's where I agree with your 1, 2, 3.
But I think to both of your points, needing leadership and being the guy, we saw in Minnesota, like he is a leader. Like he's a great leader. And I think come that time, I do agree that he'll be probably the one.
Yeah.
Him and Book.
Him and
That
Book,
would be-
yeah. Him and Book are just going to be offensive juggernauts at that point.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine what
genuinely
that's going to
reckon.
look like.
For me, it's just like there's no one who's at that IQ level of LeBron to make me confident in. Yes, you can lead, but can you coach on the court?
Mhm.
That's like a huge thing that always separates players. Like you can say Tyrese, but Tyrese doesn't have the same gravity that LeBron has when he's driving into the lane. Like you can have Tyrese one-on-one with the big and you'll be okay. But LeBron one-on-one with the big, you're still going to worry and you'll still have to send a double. When you send a double, LeBron's kicking it out and he's calling for the next action.
That
If
is
he's-
that is exactly why I'm so high on Jalen Brunson, because just the floor general ability, but I think you say it, like a player like that is needed. It'll be interesting who steps up. Any last comments?
No.
Okay.
Team C 2028.
Yeah.
We'll fly to LA.
Yeah, we'll find LA.
It'll be
Clip-
funded.
clip all of that.
HOH.
Clip
Yeah.
all of this.
Yeah.
We'll see,
HOH
we'll
funded.
see who's right.
Yeah.
It will be very interesting. The landscape is going to be completely different.
Oh, you know what? KD didn't rule out playing in 2028 at 39.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see KD.
Honestly,
Scotty Barnes.
there actually might be a chance. You know?
Right.
Yeah. He's got years.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to finish up, there was fun to be had. Welcome to the fun part. We're doing some NBA trivia. So if you did check in last week, we played some Taboo. This is largely the same or similar?
Largely the same, but a little bit more efficient. So we're just going not to boot NBA trivia,
Okay.
right? So rules are everyone gets one guess per round.
Mhm.
You can get one hit per round and see how you go,
Mhm.
and then I'll keep introducing more hints as we struggle with it. Hopefully we don't,
Sure.
but sweet. Let me just get up the list.
Are you gonna go easy, medium, hard, or they're all just hard?
There are easy, medium, hard. Oh no, hard, medium, easy.
So do we all have
build
to
up.
ask?
Yeah, start
Yeah,
with
yeah.
easy first,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we'll go down to the
Build
hard.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build up.
Wouldn't we better go hard first?
No.
Okay.
Build up.
Yeah.
Wait, so how does it work? We have to ask for the hint? Do we all
No,
have to
I'll give you the
agree?
hint. I'll give you.
Okay.
Hints will be given. We only get one guess each
One guess each per round.
per round. Okay, sure. No,
Damn, I
no,
wasn't
no throwing out blanks. No.
Yeah, not throwing up round.
Random Sebastian Telfair.
All right, we're gonna go first to.
The second it says street ball, Sebastian Telfair.
Okay, let's go first to 5.
Sorry, do we have to like buzz in or do we just yell it out?
Just yell it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
You put your hand up.
Sorry.
Okay. this is the first player.
Mhm.
He played college ball at USC.
Okay.
Yep. Anyone want launch?
No, quick
One.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go. Next hint is he played in an Italian league in 2011 in the NBA lockout season.
Fuck. Interesting.
Oh, I
Anyone wanna?
Did Mamba go back home? Or...
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you his physicals and his
Okay, so wait.
specific-
Every clue you give is a round, so we can guess
it's a round.
each.
Each round.
clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
well, I'm gonna throw one out. I think
after
it's.
each clue we can get.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh,
wrong.
I
I
didn't
think
know
it's
that.
wrong, but I'm gonna say DeMar DeRozan.
No.
Okay.
2011. US
Throw a guess.
Oh no.
Beasley, Michael Beasley.
Okay. Physicals.
Mhm.
6'9", 235 pounds.
That's pretty close.
Oh. Beefy.
Beefy.
Big boy.
You haven't given us teams yet, right?
I have not given teams.
Okay, so we know.
Does this count as a round?
Hmm?
The physicals? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Any guesses? No.
Continue.
Let's keep going.
Okay. He post playing career. He worked as a TV analyst for NBC Sports Boston.
None of these clues are going.
Next.
Okay.
Quick fire.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
Okay, playing career 2001 to 2012.
Drafted in 2000.
Can we ask you
Hmm?
like a question?
Yeah, ask me a question. Yeah.
Did he play for the Lakers?
No.
Okay.
Were you gonna say Andrew Boner?
No, I was no.
Okay, next hint. Second round, 34th pick, selected by New Jersey Nets.
Ended his career in 2012.
Can you man?
Position is power forward there.
Sorry, what was the years again?
2001 to
Yeah.
2012.
How long was he in net for?
In what?
In the
In
net.
net, in net.
How long?
In the Nets.
Oh,
Four seasons.
4 seasons.
Starting in 01.
01 to 05, yeah.
Power forward.
His numbers were 21, 44, and 24.
I'm struggling here, man.
All right.
Next.
NBA teams he played for. New Jersey Nets, we know that.
Mm.
Boston Celtics and Chicago Bulls. This last one's going to be... I'll give one more stat right before this final all-telling hit. All right, ready?
Brandon Bass.
No.
Oh, that was a
Anyone
good one.
want to guess?
I was thinking
So, wait.
like Big Baby Davis.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, too. What were the teams again?
New Jersey, Boston Celtics. Oh, no, sorry.
Boston.
New
Chicago.
Jersey, Celtics, Bulls.
Who went from Boston to Bulls? Okay.
All right, this is the second last one.
Okay.
NBA champion 08.
Celtics team.
Celtics team.
Brandon Bass was on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Big Baby Davis.
Yeah. I'm going to just go.
Perkins?
No.
It's not Perkins.
Let's get a guess for this one. Everyone's got a guess.
Who became a Bull, though?
Dude, who's the
On that
power
team.
forward on that team? They only had the 4 guys. How deep on the roster was it?
Yeah, it's like buried.
Okay,
This is easy.
yeah, because you got KG, you got Kendrick, you got Glenn Davis, you got
Yes.
Brandon Bass. They were the
Yes.
4 bigs.
Yeah.
There's another big.
That was another
There has
big.
to be another guy.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Let's get a guess for both these.
Just,
At least just try.
Just try Sebastian
I'm trying to think of that.
Just give it a shot, mate.
Thinking on that 08
Tony
team.
Allen?
No,
Like,
not Tony Allen.
actually played minutes on the 08 Celtic.
Kana.
Yes, you could say he did.
Oh, I know who it is. I think I know who it is. Can I still guess? I already
No, you
guessed.
can't guess.
Far out.
Just guess.
Just guess.
All right, last hint.
Go. No,
Big name,
let
White
him-
Mamba.
Barnshot Brady. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, yes, I know who it is.
Damn. Scal, you guys
He's-
forgot about his legend.
He is closer to
Really?
LeBron than I am to him.
Scal was a fatty, 235, 6
Yeah.
He was a fatty, bro.
I knew it. I was like, yeah, who was that guy?
Oh man, I was really surprised
Scal.
when you guys didn't get by the teams.
No, when you said that,
No,
wait, when they
Yeah.
listed the big rotation, I was like, that was the one
Uh,
guy.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
embarrassing.
that makes a lot
You
of
hate the
sense.
Celtics, don't you?
I do. I think the whole
There you go.
roster.
All right, next one. Okay. First hit. After retiring from basketball, he pursued a career in kickboxing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyone want to shoot a guess?
Dennis Rodman.
Nope.
Okay.
Good try.
Nate Robinson.
Nope. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Yeah.
He got knocked out. For
He
one.
did,
Yeah. Put to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did anyone want to try?
No,
No,
let's
keep
just
going.
go
Okay.
next, Yeah.
He was the youngest player to play in the NBA Finals at the age of 18.
Ooh. Can you say what year that was? Or?
I can't say what year that was. It was the 04 championship.
To play in the NBA Finals
What was that?
in Detroit, LA.
Yeah, if it was a kickboxer, then it's probably playing for Detroit.
Yeah. Next hint. Was
Ben
Detroit?
Wallace?
Not Ben Moore.
No, he wasn't that young. Continue.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. No, that would be too easy.
Oh, did he play for the Lakers? Can I ask that?
Yeah, you can. He did not play for the Lakers.
Oh, damn, I thought it was Adam Morris.
Right. Nickname was known as the Human Victory Cigar because he played at the end of games.
What a cool nickname.
Darko.
You want to lock that in?
Is it
Oh,
Darko?
He is Darko.
What the hell? I was going to say Darko, but I was
Yeah.
like,
The next hit was going to be selected by selected
Yeah.
second in the 03.
damn it. I was going to say
Yeah.
Darko. Oh, man. Should have just shot it.
Should have shot it.
Should have
Nice.
just said, I'm
Wow,
going to
was
say random.
Darko was a kickboxer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Didn't know about that one.
I was going to say Tayshaun Prince too. But
No, I went through the starting lineup. They weren't young. The Detroit team was not young.
Yeah, right. Damn
That makes sense. Darko was in there as a rookie.
Next one. All right, so points is 1 to David, 0 to Donal, 1 to Kim.
Damn.
All right, we're going first to Farnif.
Okay.
Okay.
This next one is okay. We'll go. Draft pick he was selected 12th overall in the 1987 draft.
Okay, no chance.
Okay, jeez.
He played for Wake Forest University, which is now Virginia Tech.
Okay.
Still not helpful.
Is it what 12 pick? Oh, yeah, not my 12 pick.
1987.
What team did he play for? Give us some easy ones. You give us all these like
I'm giving you hard.
Let's keep it
easier to go.
Let's keep moving to the
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
Let's go, let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Teams. No, teams will be too easy for this guy. Film appearance. He was in a film. I just gonna really narrow it down for you guys. Okay. In Space Jam. He was in Space. The original
Charles
Space.
Barkley.
Nope.
Yeah, that's it. They all would.
Who's Wake Forest? I really don't
Ewing?
know Wake Forest from that early.
Huh?
Ewing?
Did he play for Lakers?
Was he even in Space
Did
Jam?
not play for the Lakers. Why are you always guessing for people who play?
Yeah, what the hell?
What's up with this?
He's just wearing a Lakers shirt, so he's just doing
Yeah.
Just clip the like a montage of me.
yeah. Is it remember
Is it Chris Mullin?
No, it's not. Drafted by the Bullets in '87.
Don't know. God knows who this is. Gilbert Arenas.
87.
It's 87, bro. What?
West Unseld Senior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
87 is looking at help us.
Oh man. Okay.
Wait a
He's,
minute,
let's go. He's a point guard.
Oh, Boykins.
No. His number was 1 and 14. He retired in 2001.
Dude, I wasn't even watching ball.
I was 2.
I was still in the ball sack.
What team was he on in the prime of his career?
This is gonna really give it away.
Yeah,
It's
give it away.
Just give it away.
Charlotte Hornets.
Darren Davis? No. I'm
Oxybo.
Yeah.
Damn it! I couldn't
Yeah.
get his name.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh man.
I was not paying.
The last hit was
that was
height
horrible.
5'3".
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that was horrible. All right, one all.
Tied.
1-1. I needed to get on the board.
I was so bad at that.
I'm not, I feel like this one would be. I don't know if you guys will get this one.
Let's try it.
Just get his career stats up for myself. Okay. Before joining the NBA, he played in the EuroLeague for an Italian team, which the name is Snedero Udine. Probably means nothing to you guys.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Okay, let's go. When he was drafted, he was drafted in
Gallinari.
no, good though.
That's not
He's
bad.
good,
though.
Yeah.
Player.
Italian guy.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to try? 04 draft, 27th overall.
Not ringing any bells.
Not ringing any bells. Okay.
Italian, right? Not Spain.
Italian.
He played in the Italian league.
Played in Italian.
Oh, that's just for Kavan. Did he play for the Lakers?
He did play for the
He
Lakers.
did.
Oh, there you go.
Did play for the Lakers.
Sasha, is that it? Is it the? Oh, I forgot it. Sasha.
Vujicic.
Vujicic.
No,
He's got the hint. He's got the name.
Sasha Vujicic. VUJA.
I've got half point for both David, Denal, and Kavan because you guys that was a team
I knew
effort.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, how did
Everyone
guess
worked
that?
chemistry.
Yeah.
That was good.
Okay, that mid.
Okay,
that
someone
was Lakers.
clean up the
I know.
pronunciation. Is it
It's Vujicic.
Vujicic?
It's Vujicic.
Sasha Vujicic.
Vs.
Sasha
Vujicic.
Vujicic.
Vujicic,
Yeah,
Vujicic,
okay.
yeah.
I should.
So all my Italian fans out there.
I said,
I said the name, and they just trying to pronounce it.
Yeah,
hold on.
So should we just not have a point if we all get half a point?
Wait,
Then fine, no point for anyone.
David got the first point after you said the name. You're like, I knew it was Brian Scalabrine.
Sorry.
yeah.
No.
Let's
No, I said Ryan Scalabrine.
Okay, fine.
You didn't have a vote.
scrap that.
Also, we got a new point. So do I get that one? That's consolation then?
No one gets it.
No
That
one
was
gets
all-
that.
And David loses his first point. We gave it to you out of the kindness of our hearts.
Fine.
That's how we're up.
That's
All right.
okay.
Purple is ahead.
All right, this next one. All right, first hit. All right. Known as the Wild Thing for his energetic and relentless style of play.
Ooh,
Chamran.
I know this.
Might.
I know who his name. I can't remember, but I've heard the nickname before. He's thrown around.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
He is iconic for his recognizably distinct curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Morrison.
No.
He did have
He has
curly
great hair.
There's no way anyone was calling
Oh.
that guy the Wild Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caveman, yes. Wild Thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is he is Brazilian.
I think of the right guy.
Bruno Caboclo.
Nope.
Caboclo.
Oh man.
Oh,
Leandro Barbosa.
Barbosa. I said Barbosa.
No, he's bald, man.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
G.
But
Santos.
he-
Oh, Nene?
Nope. One guess each, guys. Calm down.
Okay.
Oh, 04 draft, 30th overall pick in the second round.
What? Brazilian.
Brazilian national. So he played for the Brazilian team.
Yeah.
Next.
Next is okay. He is a center listed at 6'11" and 260 pounds.
Holy moly.
Anderson Varejao.
Yeah. All right, 2-1-1.
Nice.
Damn, that was the other guy.
Next one.
Wild Thing, yes, that makes sense.
Wait, 2-1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a point.
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking away the
Yeah,
five.
no, Dave lost his point.
I'm not taking away the five.
We're going-
I ain't gonna listen to Game
I
Master.
am game master. I get the pick.
We're going to 3 as well. We're going.
Oh, going to third.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
okay,
going to
okay.
five.
Yeah.
is-
Yeah.
Okay.
Five is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
This guy is drafted directly out of high school in 03.
LeBron.
Ooh.
Nope.
Damn it.
Who else?
Drafted to the Celtics.
I'm deep in the draft then.
First round, 27th overall.
Yeah. Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce?
Not Paul Pierce. His physicals are 6'10", 270 pounds. He played as a center.
Kerry Perkins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did come
no
in high school,
way.
Yeah.
I've seen him
Yeah,
talk
did-
about it. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's
Okay.
good. That's a good one.
Next one.
2-2-1.
2-1.
2-2-1. Okay.
All right.
All right. This guy played in the University of Florida, and he went undrafted in the NBA.
Oh. Continue.
You want to go? He retired very recently in the 22 to 23 season.
Joakim Noah.
No. He is, let's say, 6'7", 235 pounds. He was in the 02 draft.
Just retired.
His position is power forward and center.
Udonis Haslam.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. Are we doing 1 by 2 or are we going
No, that's oh yeah. You want to move by 2?
1 by 2?
Yeah, let's
He's
do
got
let's
quicker.
do
He's got
by 2.
quicker.
Let's do
Yeah,
by
yeah,
2.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Let's go. This next one is
That's pretty good. The last two that you did was
Yeah.
like 3 minutes.
Much
Yeah.
better pace.
Yeah.
yeah. So it was just fine. Someone just good.
Why do I think?
That was a good clue because
Yeah.
his career was very long.
Very long,
Yeah.
Oh, smart. You just wanted the longest career.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, who?
I was thinking, I thought about the draft. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
the draft.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This guy played for UCLA from 97 to 99. Drafted in the 99 draft. 3rd overall.
Okay.
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 His height is listed as 6'3", 215 pounds.
6'3", 215.
Baron Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Who am I to?
That's it. That's
Right.
it. That's
Put the
GG.
crown on.
How did you know Baron Davis?
It just made the weight. The weight was
weight,
the giveaway.
215.
6'3", 215. Oh,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
boy.
Bulky.
Big Baron
dog,
Davis.
bro.
Yeah.
Throw it down.
Andre Kirilenko.
Yeah.
Nah.
See you later, bud.
Dead.
Yeah, it's not
All
bad.
right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
All right.
All right.
Well, that kind of wraps it up. That was our fun session, which was very fun.
Yeah.
The pacing got a lot better. You would have seen there's a cut in there somewhere where we took it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But thank you for chiming in. We have gone a bit over time, but if you made it all the way through, thank you very much for watching and stay tuned. There'll be more.
Thank you. Catch up.
Take care, guys.